Grace and peace, beloved. I'm Dr. William H. Myers, professor of New Testament and Black Church Studies at Ashland Theological Seminary in Ohio and pastor of the New Mount Zion Baptist Church in Cleveland. I bring you the third lesson, our word of the day. This one from Romans chapter 1, verse 21. We've already looked at the 2 days before, 19 and 20, and now we have 20. I want to read this one rather slowly because this dispels so much untruth and foolishness that we hear in our world. For although they knew God, I want to read this slowly. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him. They didn't glorify him as God. They didn't give thanks to him. But their thinking became futile, and their foolish hearts were darkened. This is Paul talking about people who are godless and don't believe in God and say there's no God. He said they already knew him. They knew him, the invisible God, by the visible things that's been made. They know you cannot, being made a human being by God, created by God, you cannot know that there is no God. But knowing that there is, they refuse to glorify him or to give him thanks. And thus, they lived in the futility of their own minds that became darkened because they had rejected him. Don't tell me that there's somebody that really believes that there is no God. Not according to Paul. Not according to this world that they live in that God created. All of it speaks to him. But in the futility of their own thinking, in their own mind, their own egos, they chose not to acknowledge, to glorify and to give thanks to him that made them, and they became darkened in their own being and will not accept him, will continue to reject him. We, though, still have the responsibility to take God to them and try to rescue them. But don't think for a moment they don't know that there's a God. The whole universe that God created speaks of his invisible qualities. And we must preach that as well. We don't have to prove that there's a God to you. The universe proves that there's a God to you, the Bible says. But we need to rescue you from your dark, futile thinking and your own ego. To refuse to glorify that you know is him. Continue to carry that word. To speak that word everywhere, all the time, to everyone that you know. Do it in love. You got to be mean about it. You ain't got to try to send somebody to hell. That's not your job. First time Jesus came, he didn't come for that. Second time he comes, Jesus will make those distinctions between those that are his and those that are not. He came the first time around to save everybody, to give his life for all. That's what our job is, to keep telling them. And I hope the light shines through the darkness of their futile minds. God bless you and God keep you.